Well, when the ABCA men's volleyball poll came out earlier this week, Long Beach State had vaulted into number one, and we joined Taylor Gregory, a middle for that team. And you guys had to be pretty excited about that.
We're excited every week. Just for another chance to play volleyball. So, obviously the polls come out every week, and we've been pretty high lately. And it's not our biggest concern, but it's definitely a great thing for our program to have that ranking. But as far as we're concerned, we're ready to go out on Wednesday and win our next match.
Last week had to be pretty sweet for you guys. I mean, beating Stanford, beating Pepperdine, it's fun. Knowing that UCLA lost out at Hawaii, you got to keep track of all those things, I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely you definitely see how the other teams are doing, and after you take care of your own business. But yeah, I mean, it's exciting. I've been here a few times now and seen a lot of number ones go down, and even ourselves in 2014. So it's exciting, and especially getting those two home wins for us was big last week against two really good teams and two teams that are trending upwards right now, and two big physical teams. So it was good for us, and then obviously we would have liked to be the ones to beat UCLA, but we couldn't quite do it that first time.
Yeah. It's a long season. It's still early, but yeah. All that being said, so you talked about trending upwards. So last year you were trending downwards, as it turned out. It had to be awful hard for you. And then coming in this year with a couple of freshmen who were really, really, really nice. TJ DeFalco and your setter, Josh, am I saying it right? Tuaniga. And that's got to be fun for you as a senior to have a couple of young guys come in and be such big sparks for you.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, for us last year, it's tough to not win as many matches as we wanted to, but it was a really good learning experience, I think, for us, and to have all those guys back pretty much, and all the starters back, and most of our core back, and then to add a few pieces like TJ and Kyle and Josh and some of these other guys we have, transfers like Amir and Davis. It's really good for our program, and for me, especially, being a senior leader on the team, it's exciting to know that I can help these guys kind of grow into this program because of where I've been and my experiences, and obviously, some of the success we're having so far is definitely exciting, and it's a big part due to some of them and these other guys that have come in, as well as guys like Bjorn and Dan and who are playing the outside for us as well, and coming in and doing a good job, and Bryce as well doing a good job in the middle for us. So it's really nice to have all these pieces this year, and it's definitely helping our team out.
Yeah, you mentioned Kyle. I forgot to say him, Kyle Ensing, the other freshman. And then you mentioned Bryce. So together, you guys as middles, you're hitting a ridiculously high percentage, and it must be really fun for the two of you right now.
Yeah, and Amir's just getting back off an ankle injury as well, and getting some playing time too. So I mean, we have a pretty deep rotation right now, and it's definitely awesome to be doing so well offensively. Josh is definitely a big part of that, as well as our passing with having Andrew Sato back and TJ and Bjorn. They've been passing really well as Eric Ensing when he's in there. So our passing's just been really good. And Josh has been able to find us, and having a guy like TJ or Kyle on the pin really kind of opens it up a little bit more. So it makes it a little easier on us when you got some of the guys like we do around us.
Yeah, and it makes it really easy for me to interview you without having to throw out any names, because you got them all covered, and I appreciate that, and your teammates will appreciate that. You guys go to Cal Baptist. Today's Tuesday, so tomorrow, Wednesday, and then USC. Not the glamour names on the schedule compared to what you've been playing, but that in the MPSF, you blink, you lose.
Absolutely. MPSF is probably one of the toughest conferences out there and most competitive, night in, night out. I've been there myself, losing to some surprise teams or really struggling against some teams that, normally you'd expect to beat. So, we aren't taking it lightly. We're game planning the same way, preparing the same way. Had a real good practice yesterday. Going to come in today and start preparing for Cal Baptist, and then after that, it's get ready for USC.
Well, normally I finish these interviews with players and ask you to say, okay, Long Beach State can win the national championship. Why? But I think when you were going over the roster and talking about the depth and how well you guys are playing, you pretty much filled in the blank. Would you agree?
Yeah, I'd agree. I think we have a lot of good guys who can do a lot of good things on the volleyball court for us. So, you know, plan to play as a team and keep it going from here.